Hello, short question from my side. You mentioned in the beginning you see that it will be more work to do in purchasing or procurement than today with all the technology. How do you see the procurement in 5 years? If you look what you have shown us here, what will be our job look like in the future if we really do what you are sharing here?
Yeah, it's a really good question. Um, and the first thing I'll share is that um, anyone who says that they know is probably not being directly honest. So what I can share is my perspectives and what I've been seeing. I think there's a few trends that we should be aware of. The first thing is that busy work, boring work, tactical work is going to be more and more automated. And so over time, what we're going to see is a transition away, in my opinion, from low skill labor just taking actions mechanically to those being automated by systems. And then what's left behind is people developing strategies and managing those systems. So I like to think about the example of assuming that AI isn't perfect and it doesn't become perfect in the next 5 years. I would think about it like someone having a team of AI interns. What would you do if you had 1,000 interns? Okay, they will go and do all of the busy work, but I still need to direct them. And so I think people who are focused on strategy and systems level thinking will ultimately prevail. There was a great tweet by Andrej Karpathy, who's a former colleague of mine. He was the head of autopilot at Tesla when I was working on the Model 3 program. And he had a tweet 2 years ago that really stuck with me. He said that English is the new hot programming language. And this is something that I've thought about a lot. So over time, I know you're puzzled because what the heck am I even talking about? So it used to be when you're programming computers that it was ones and zeros, right? You were getting into punch cards. Then eventually it was like, okay, we're going to abstract from that one level up. We're going to have hexadecimal, or we're going to have machine code or assembly language. Then it's like, oh, great, we can now code in C or C++. And then Python is developed as a much more user-friendly language that's mostly just writing in English, and it compiles down to C. And now through LLMs, we actually have the ability to write programs, but it's done by speaking to the machine in English. And so I think that people that are understanding how to use AI will ultimately be 1,000 times more effective. Like historically, I think it's been that if you're more tech agile, you're marginally better than your colleagues. But I think in a world where you have access to extend your capability through the use of automation and tools, both ones that you use at the corporate level and then also personal productivity, frankly, I think those kinds of people, that's why I said at the beginning, AI won't take your job, but people who know how to use it will. So I would recommend that anybody here, do two things. One is advocate for bona fide AI solutions that solve problems within your business. And in parallel, nights and weekends, play with these things, see what's the latest stuff. Go on. I would never say this at a professional business conference, but go on Reddit and go to some of the LLM, channels and read what are the posts that are getting a lot of attention and interest. Go to Y Combinator, Hacker News. I think it's very exciting. It's a very exciting time in general, but I think it's important for people in any field, including procurement, to stay really literate because the world is shifting quicker than I think we've seen it. I think this is a bigger shift, by the way, than mobile, like the iPhone. That was just a miniaturization of the computer and the internet. So I think this is the biggest shift since the advent of computing.